was so scary. I hope I don't get sunburned. I'm just red because I've been walking. I'm at the top of a mountain. You can't see it all, but trust me, I'm at the top of a mountain. I felt how I felt when I'm skiing down a really scary slope, because I was going up a really scary slope, and now I have to go down the scary slope. But it's okay, because it's safe. I'm just afraid of heights, so my brain is telling me it's not safe, and that I'm gonna fall off the mountain. Like right now, I'm sort of at the top, not the very top, but like close to it. And like even though it's not very steep where I am right now, I'm still so scared because I know that I'm at the top of a mountain. I don't know why when I'm skiing I don't get this scared, like just being on a mountain, but I'm so scared. Oh, Jesus. But there are some people around me which is helping, honestly, because it makes me think like this is just like a trail that people go on. Like, it's okay. Yeah. Scary times. I'm gonna eat my cookie and drink my kombucha and my apple. And I'm gonna play some songs on my guitar, which is on my back. And I'm gonna stay here for a while, because holy shit, it took me so long to get up here. I walked from like the base of, from like Hobart Central to like a mountain that I saw in the very distance. I'm really proud of myself. I did a good job. I'm scared though. Okay, I'm gonna eat my cookie and stuff, but okay, wait, give me 1 second. Oh shit, my kombuchas. Oh no, we're fine. We're fine. I can see my pants and my little cardigan. I really like this cardigan. My brother traded it with me for a skirt for his girlfriend when we were overseas. Oh, that's so yummy. It's elderflower kombucha. I really like elderflower. It just tastes like cordial. My cookie. I passed a organic grocery store on the way up the mountain, and it was very expensive, but I think my goods will be worth it. It's nice. I'm not sure it's worth the money though. etc. I want to do an outfit check. You can't really see my top. This is her. I really like her because she's got like little bits here and this little thing, and it unzips. You can wear it like that even. That's kind of nice. I like that. I got this shirt, and it's also got a big hole here, which is fun. But I have to wear a singlet underneath because it will show my boob otherwise. And it's got like, yeah. Can you even see this? I'm wearing a skirt and these pants. I don't know if that was visible at all. Oh, and my shoes. These bad boys. And I'm wearing toe socks. Okay, the cookie is good, but it's not that good. I wish it was softer. And I saw a kangaroo on the way up here, which is freaking crazy. It was just on a suburban street. A freaking kangaroo. Oh, and I'll show you my little jumper thing. Somebody, at the bar I was at last night, somebody who worked there said that my hair looked very Maury gay, and I didn't know what that was until I googled it. It's like a Japanese sort of aesthetic. I think it means like forest style, and I really like that. I really like that actually. And somebody today, this morning when I bought the best almond croissant, it was delicious. The croissant itself was just so spectacular. It was like salty and it tasted like butter in such a nice way, and then the almond filling was so good. It was so nice. This really interesting looking person, they had bleached eyebrows and green hair. They were like, you look like a fairy. Thank you, that's what I'm going for. I should have been like, yeah, because I am. Yes, I am. I should have been like, oh, drats, my secret's revealed, blam, and then I disappear. This cookie is just okay. Okay, let me tell you about my adventures in Hobart so far. Wait, I'll get my journal. I'll get my journal out. This is also my camera. I got it from my dad's boyfriend for Christmas last year. This is the book I'm reading at the moment because I left my actual book in Melbourne. silly. Because, like, shouldn't you all be swimming then? Or, I don't know, it's not silly. I probably shouldn't say that. And these boats were pushed along with, like, really long sticks. And I learned that in around, like, Bruny Island, I think that's how you pronounce it, like, lots of women were really good divers, which was interesting, and, like, good swimmers, which I guess is why they would be swimming along boats and helping to push them. Yeah, it's interesting, because that sort of seems like, oh, why do the men get to be on the boat? And why are the women swimming alongside? And it reminds me of, I have this mermaid folklore book, and there's a story, an Indigenous Australian story, I can't remember what, like, language group it is, but it's a story about this, like, older man who I think he couldn't get a wife, so he kidnaps a mermaid to be his wife. And it's interesting how, like, historical misogyny sort of transcends, like, cultures, because there's obviously the Selkie myth, and like, that's when men kidnap Selkies and force them to be their wives by taking their seal skin. And there's a sesame in my tooth. Yeah, so it's interesting, because to me that seems like like gender disparity of, like, the men get to be in the boats but women have to swim along. But I don't know, I probably don't know enough about it to make a judgment. Yeah. So yeah, that was the Maritime Museum. It was very interesting. And then I went for a walk along the harbour, and I got fish and chips for lunch, and I passed this, what's it called? Ice cream store. Why don't I forget what that's called? I passed an ice cream store, and I saw one of the flavours they had was toasted marshmallow, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have that after dinner, because I love to have ice cream after dinner. And I came back and they were sold out, and they said they probably aren't gonna get it back, and my heart broke, because I was thinking about it all day, like, I'm gonna pauses for a long time. It's very calming and sort of meditative. Um, and yes, so then I did yoga, and then I went for another walk, still with my guitar, to get some dinner. I really wanted some pad thai, but the place I wanted to go to was closed, so I went to this Japanese bar called Izakaya, and it was really good. I got a miso hot toddy, which I actually didn't like that much. You know, when there's a drink, and you're like, surely that can't taste good, so you order it, because you're like, well, it must taste good if they're selling it. And then you figure out, yeah, you were right, it does not taste good. It was like miso soup, but also like hot apple cider. It was like savoury hot alcohol, which kind of sounds good, but it wasn't really for me. But I still drank it all. And I got 3 oysters. I think there are lots of oysters in Hobart because of Bruny Island oysters and that sort of stuff. And also it's like by the ocean, so it makes sense. And they had this really nice sauce on them. And then I got a plate of pickles. It was pickled cauliflower, pickled carrot, and pickled cucumber. And my favourite was the cauliflower. It had like a wasabi flavour to it. And the carrots had like a yuzu flavour. And then the cucumber was my least favourite, but it was still good. Um, and then um, I also had this like skewer that was like potato and pork. And was it enough food? No, not really. But was it very expensive? Yes. Um, and then I went to get ice cream, and I was a bit sad because they didn't have the flavour I wanted. But I got banana and caramel. And I exited out the wrong way of the... So, it's really cute. There are these like restaurants by the water that are like boats. And you like walk across little like gangway things to get onto them. And the ice cream shop is one of those little boats. Oh, pretty. The birds. And I exited out the wrong way. And one of the people who worked there was like, yeah, so that's actually the wrong way. It was like the most, like, oh my god, patronizing delivery possible. Like, yeah, just so you know, that's the wrong way. Also, I can't even, like, recreate it. It was really comical. I don't think she meant it in any bad way, but it just came out kind of funnily. And then I went back to my hostel, and I had a shower, got into my pajamas, and then I got up onto my bunk, and I did some journaling. I took a little photo with my camera, and I watched an episode of Buffy, beaches and